Oh, hiya. I'm Juan Cabrera. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Venezuela, but I live in London. I moved here 8 months ago, pursuing my acting career. And basically, something that really inspires me is my cousin, because she's a well-known actress in Latin America, and she really supports me in my decisions. She texts with me every day. I always see what she does as an actress, and she's really nice, and she's really supportive of what I want to do, what I can do. She really believes in me. And every movie she makes, every show she makes, it's really interesting because she's really good. So I've always looked up to her like a role model, besides Johnny Depp or Timothée Chalamet. But like more close to me is her. So that would be my inspiration. Well, today I'm going to be doing the classical speech and the contemporary speech. The classical speech is I will be doing Macbeth in Macbeth Soliloquies, the Act 3, Scene 1 by William Shakespeare. Yeah. So basically, this play, this character, Macbeth, is a military man. He's like cold and calculator. He's at this moment, he's really afraid and he's really angry because his friend Banquo, or he thought it was his friend, Banquo, is trying to kill him by sending his son to kill him so that his son could be the king and he would die and none of his descendants will be on the crown. So he's trying to calculate or think about a way to kill Banquo and his son. He feels betrayed, he feels angry, and he feels like fate is no longer on his side. The contemporary speech will be Finding the Sun. I will be playing Fergus. This is a play by Edward Albee. So, let's talk about Fergus. Fergus is a boy like around my age, 17 years old, 18 years old. A really reckless boy because he's a posh boy. He's from the high class, and he's always have everything, but the one thing he doesn't have is like drugs, sex, alcohol, everything that is bad on this world. He doesn't have it, but he wants it. He wants to be reckless. He wants to have fun. He wants to do not care about consequences. But it's really hard because his family is always on top of him, and all of the town know who he is, so he cannot do anything. That's where you see what is inside of Fergus' mind. I'll be doing Macbeth in Macbeth Soliloquies by William Shakespeare. To be thus is nothing. But to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. This much he dares, and to that dauntless emperor of his mind, he hath a wisdom that doth guide his valor to act in safety. There is none but he whose being I do fear, and unto him my genius is rebuked. As it is said, Mark Antony was by Caesar. He cheated the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me. He bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they held him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown and put a barren scepter in my gripe, thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind, for them the gracious Duncan have I murdered, put rancors in the vessel of my peace, only for them, and mine eternal jewel, given to the common enemy of men, to make them kings, the seed of Banquo's kings. Rather than so, come, Fate, into the list and champion me to the Ottomans. I'll be doing Fergus in Finding the Sun by Edward Albee. If you think it's easy being my age, well, como dicen por ahí, you have another thing coming. I know, it sounds pretty good. Wealthy mother and all, private school. It all sounds pretty nice. And it is. I'm not complaining. It's nice, but it isn't always easy. Being corrupted. For example, now that's important to a young man. Whether he takes advantage of it or not. The corrupting influences really should be there. All you should have to do is turn a corner, and there you are. Todo puesto para ti. So to speak, fornication, drugs, stealing, lo que sea. It really should be there. These things are to be had in a small town, but not without the peril of observation and revelations. What's missing? I suppose, is anonymity. And there are, after all, some things we'd rather do in private. En privado, al menos hasta practicarlas. Do them well. The lack of anonymity. Well, in a small town, if your family's been there 800 years or whatever, and you are gentry and you're bright, then your mother practically sends out an announcement saying you're bright and destined for great things. Then it's not the same as being able to get it all together behind the barn and coming out all rehearsed and ready. I hear you're getting all A's, Fergus. Good for you. Your mother says you're deciding on Harvard, young fella. Well, I hope they're deciding on you. I don't even know what I want to do with my life. If I want to do anything, if I want to leave it, even. Do you know what suicide rate has been making the biggest jumps? Kids. Niños de mi edad. I'm not planning to kill myself or anything. Don't misunderstand me. I'm happy. Relativamente feliz. Por lo que entiendo del concepto. It's just that, well, we kids have so many options. You grown-ups aren't the only ones. Think about that.